Hello, arcade gamers, and welcome back to Biggie D's Arcade. Today we're doing my 99th Chill and Chat on a Sunday evening, and we've got two very big guests tonight to join us. We've got both Steps Gaming and the Garage Gamer. How are you guys doing tonight?
What's up?
I'm doing phenomenal, super duper. How are you, Biggie D?
I'm doing great. Fantastic. Thanks for asking. We've got Garage Gamer's video off right now. He's got some internet, I guess, bandwidth issues right now. The family using the internet. So he's turned his camera off.
All the kids have got the iPads going on right now, of course. And that's why I usually stream at night. if you so yeah. It's
it's all good. We can hear you.
I'm a talking head. I'm yeah.
And we've got a couple of people in the chat here. We got Brooklyn Menace, and we've got Tomato Sauce, Console Fanboy also. He goes by that as well. Good to see you guys in the chat. And anyone who's watching, let me know how the mic audio is. I got a new computer. I'm running off of it tonight, and I just kind of started getting it set up for the stream this morning. So let me know if the audio is good. And Tomato Sauce is saying he loves the panel. Very cool. All right, so let's start tonight. I want to start with just some main subjects, and we'll get into a bunch of other stuff, as we go through these. But I just want to start first with basic fun. They were in an article a couple of months ago, back in June, the toy book, and they had revealed all these new arcades coming out. They got a Centipede, they got a Tempest Countercade, and then they got a WrestleFest. What do you guys think about these arcades? And I know you guys have all collected Arcade1Up in the past. You guys are Arcade1Up owners currently. What do you guys think about the basic fun cabinets that are coming?
Okay, so since there's two of us, and I guess I'll start. The Centipede cab looks a lot like the Arcade1Up, and I've heard rumblings that it's made by the same factory as Arcade1Up. Do you know if that's actually the case, Biggie D?
I don't have any firm word on if that's the fact or not. It does look that way. It appears that way based on the form factor, the parts. I mean, it looks almost identical to the Arcade1Up. You'd think they're using the same factory. My whole thought on this, and I've been going with this since this released in June, is that Arcade1Up is working in partnership with Basic Fun to release these cabinets because they're unable to make these. So they're allowing some of their business to go to Basic Fun to produce them, probably with some type of royalty.
Because Atari purposely left Arcade1Up because they were unpaid. From what I remember hearing, they didn't get paid their share of the money. So it's very intriguing. Centipede is a classic. It is probably my favorite Atari arcade game. I do like the design of the cab. I definitely do. Do I wish that they went with something higher quality than an Arcade1Up replica? Yeah. Yeah, I do. I from what I understand, it has no online, no leaderboards, things like that. I don't think it needs online play. Obviously, it's Centipede, but online leaderboards are a fun aspect of a lot of games that I've played online, especially back in the days of the iArcade. It'd be cool to see, especially chasing high scores with Centipede and other Atari classics. The Countercade there, whatever it is, the Tempest looks like they just cut it off of the Arcade1Up. It looks exactly like the Arcade1Up, just like you said.
Yep.
It just looks weird. It looks weird. WrestleFest is a good get as far as the title. It looks really cool. I do think it's going to be cool that they have both the 2-player and a 4-player deck, but you know, I wish they would have upped the quality, you know, on those, and maybe we'll see a little bit of quality upgrades on the Supremes or whatever they're called. But
yeah, they've got the Supreme, and then they've got the Ultra series, I think is what they're calling it.
is the Supreme the highest?
We're going to look at that here in just a second.
Okay.
So let's let we'll look at the Supreme. So this is the Supreme here. It's basically like the exact size as the 3/4 scale Arcade1Up. And then I can't remember what the big one's called. This one's called the Ultra Series. Okay, Ultra Series WrestleFest. This is actually going to be the bigger one, I believe. The Supreme is the bigger one, or the Ultra. I can't tell you. I don't know till these things release. But there's two. There's an Ultra Series and Supreme. One's an XL. One's a 3/4 scale. Garage Gamer, what do you think about these arcades?
I think if I was going to get one, I would get the WrestleFest for sure. Unfortunately, I'm not a wrestling fan, and the Centipede, it looks good, but I think we've been there, done that. Maybe it's a good title for them to maybe get their feet wet and see where they can improve and, you know, get sales out of it. I'm not sure, and hopefully these get to retail, and I can see a lot of people in the community wanting the WrestleFest for sure. Nice speakers on there. Looks like some sticks. I'd be really curious to see some review units get out there, and it looks like it's plenty wide enough.
Yeah, this one we're looking at here is going to be the XL version, and it's going to have the 4-player game deck, just like TMNT, Simpsons, you know, the big NBA Jam, the original NBA Jam. So yeah, it's that real wide game deck for 4 players. I'm right there with you too, Garage Gamer. I think the WrestleFest is the big winner of these 3 because this is the one we've never seen before. This is like a new release that, you know, we haven't gotten. Also, it's the fact that, like I had spoke on this last week, Hulk Hogan's in the game, and with his passing and his legacy, you know, collectors are going to be probably wanting to get this because he's in the game. What do y'all think about that? You're a big wrestling fan, Steps.
Yeah, I actually have SummerSlam on the other screen right now. I'm trying to watch my Cody Rhodes match, but it's almost over. That particular cabinet, it was something people wanted for a long time. I think anybody that wanted it, though, I worry though, because I think a lot of people just made it themselves. Or they have it on so many different platforms. Like, I don't know if you watch Papa Brad's channel where he did that video where he had WrestleFest on like 10 different cabinets, TV, and he had it so many different ways. It was crazy.
Right.
But you know, if somebody wants something that looks exactly like the cab and they're okay with the quality and they have the space, you know, I could see somebody throwing down on this. I don't think it has to have online play because I think it'd be very hard to do online play with this one. I've played the 4-player ROM on my iArcade. I played the 4-player ROM on my previously owned Neo Geo MVSX, and it's really awkward. Now, I'm going to guess there's a 2-player ROM as well, and that must be what they're putting in the 2-player version. But it seems like it wouldn't play. It seems like it'd be really hard or really awkward to have online play with WrestleFest. I don't know why. It just seems that way to me. But you know what?
I don't think these are going to be online. That does bring up a question though on the 2-player. Was there a 2-player arcade of WrestleFest also in the arcade?
I've never seen one. I've seen only 4.
And so if they go with the 2-player ROM, that's not going to be that's going to be like a one that they developed. Like a ROM that they had to develop on their own?
There could have been a 2-player game because there's so many mismatched arcades. There are all these arcade cabinets that you see, and they could put whatever PCB they wanted in them back in the day. So who's to say there isn't? You know what I mean? There could be a 2-player. I just never seen one myself.
Yeah, I definitely am interested most in the WrestleFest just because we've already seen Tempest many times. We've seen Centipede a lot. WrestleFest is new. talking about how Papa Brad can play it on 10 different arcades in his house. Why would you want to get this one? I think the real intrigue of getting one of these is artwork matches. It's a dedicated cabinet. So when you walk up to it, you get the full experience. I do love my multicades, but if I don't have that dedicated artwork, it's just not the full experience for me. That's why I have all the ones behind me, is that it gives me that feeling that I don't get with the multicade. And then also modding it, putting what you want in it and just having another arcade to do that with, and building the arcade the way you want it to look, and a lot of people are going to want WrestleFest in their arcade, I think. So this is going to be a big hit. The reason we're bringing this up tonight too, and we've known about these arcades now for a while, for a couple months. We knew they were coming, but no one's really been talking about them because there was like no word on what was happening. Like, are they going to make it by the end of this year? We got a bunch of news this week on that they're going to, in fact, make the winter deadline. They're going to make it in time for Christmas. So I thought that was really big news, that these are going to, in fact, make it in the time that they said. They said fall of 2025. Looks like they're going to be winter 2025, but they are going to make it by the end of the year. So this was off of their Facebook group. It's a new formed Basic Fun Facebook group, just like Arcade1Up had, where everyone's just talking about these in there. And there's a lot of good news and information. That's where I pulled this from. But it basically said that a lot of the discussion happened on Cornercade's live stream last week. And firsthand discussions with retail buyers. Countercade size cabinets are in time for Christmas 2025. Previously slated to retail for $180 are going to be Asteroids, Tempest, Centipede, and WWE WrestleFest. So that's cool. We're going to get 4 different countercades. We didn't know that based on those images or that article. So that's very cool. Deluxe size or Ultra. So that then answers our question. The Ultra will be the deluxe size, 3/4 scale arcades are going to make it.
Yeah, down there, the bigger one.
Mm-hmm. And those are coming by the Christmas 2025. They're going to retail for $500. They're going to have light up marquees, speaker grills. It's going to be Star Wars, Centipede, and WWE WrestleFest. So I think the Star Wars is huge. That one was a big seller for Arcade1Up. If you guys remember, they did it twice. So 2 different
Garage Gamer
versions.
has one behind him. He had his camera on earlier, and I saw it.
You got one,
Yeah.
Garage Gamer?
Yeah, it still works. It's right there.
Do you like yours?
It's good. It's I play any day, every day. Like if I'm bringing a buddy over or whatever and want to check out the garage and what I got, it definitely stands out. And I haven't sold it, so I bet you that's one that would sell pretty good on the secondary market. There we go. So
Yeah.
well, I've got a few.
We can see it there behind you. And you got
Yeah.
the second version. That's the second one, right? Or is that the original?
No, I got the original. Yeah, I'm OG.
Okay. Nice. And that one does not have a coin door?
It does not have.
Okay.
A window. I know there was a sit down version of it too, and I know like sometimes the Arcade1Up version there was like a Starfield, and it would do like a speed, and there was like 2 different versions of that choppy version. So I'm pretty sure I have like the first put on the PCB.
Okay. Very cool. But you still have it, and you've sold a lot of your Arcade1Ups over the years. And that one you kept. And why would you say you kept that one?
It just I like the look of it. Maybe it's some of these now. It's like, it's more about the aesthetics than it is the gameplay. Like I'm not coming out in my Arcade1Ups really. It's kind of a look and feel more than anything. And my daughter Marvel's Capcom too, so I'm out. She's into that, and she's only 4 years old, but she likes playing. So, but a lot of the other ones, I'm not really that into anymore. So, I probably will sell more down the line, but for right now, it's a hassle to sell these things, and I don't know how you guys do it, Facebook Marketplace or whatever, and have people come out to the house, or I got to meet them somewhere, and then people try to lowball you, and
Yeah, and then you spend all that time meeting them, and then they don't buy it. I hate going through the sales process of. That's why I try to keep everything I can, because I don't like that whole process of selling stuff.
You've had somebody show up and then not buy it. I've never had that, man. They always took it, always out the door.
It's never guaranteed, though.
I had my Terminator 2. I took that one to the dump, and I should have took a video of that, because that one, the PCB had died on me multiple times, and I think I did a video on it. Like Arcade1Up did send me out a replacement PCB, but earlier this year, that died again. So, I just took the whole thing to the dump. So I don't know. Just get rid of it. Give me some more space.
I bought an NFL Blitz that didn't have a working PCB for like $2, and then I fixed it with parts I got from Arcade1Up, and then I sold it.
Yeah, I like what you said though about the Arcade1Up Garage Gamer. Is like it's visual. The feeling you get of having them in your home, and like you can look at them, you can hear them, you can see them, but you don't really play them that often. That's my exact experience with the Arcade1Up as well. Like I play my iArcade a lot, and at times I'll play my AtGames Legends Ultimate a lot, but very rarely do I spend a lot of time playing the Arcade1Ups. They're more of that visual for me, and that feeling of having an arcade in my home. But actual game time in front of it is a lot less than my other stuff. So I'm right there with you on that. Now, the XL. So XL size or Supreme size cabinets. I know this is something that Arcade1Up fans have been begging for, for years now. Ever since the Arcade1Up line of XLs came out, everyone wanted more of those, and they just seemed like they never brought them as enough or often enough to keep us happy. And it looks like they're coming right out the gate with the XL size Supreme cabinets in time for Christmas. These are going to retail for $600. They're indicating it's about $800 value, and these are going to be available at club stores like Costco, Sam's. And these will get lit marquees, coin doors. I don't think the Ultra will get the coin door, so you'll have to go for the XL to get that. And then it's going to be likely Centipede, likely WWE, WrestleFest, and no word on any of the others, if there are any others for the XL. What do you guys think about that XL line at $100 more? Do you think that's the way to go if you were to get one?
I think if anybody's going to buy any of these at this point, that would probably be the way that they should go. Because why at this point, if somebody is still into this hobby after all this and after going through all this stuff, would they not want to buy the best version right off the bat? How many times did people in this community buy a Street Fighter, sell a Street Fighter, buy another Street Fighter, or a Centipede, or a Tempest, or whatever? It's like the same thing over and over and over again. So, I would think that most people that were in this community that were still buying these things would buy that. I think they're too expensive, period. They're not for me. But, if you're still in it, that's where I think probably people are going to want to go.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too. The XL is going to be the popular line of cabinets, I think. That would be what I would go for. I do have size, limits because I'm in an apartment. I can't just fill my whole apartment with XLs. But like for the first one, I'd probably go with at least one XL, like that WWE WrestleFest for my first one. Now, future cabinets, it's saying TMNT, first half of 2026. That's huge. You're a huge TMNT fan. Both of you guys are. What do you think of that news?
TMNT would be dope.
Yeah,
go ahead.
That's what I'm thinking.
A lot of people wanted an XL Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cabinet. I would not do a Turtles in Time. I would just do the original art. Turtles in Time is the best game, but everybody knows the best cabinet is the original DOG. So that's what I would do if I was them. I hear it might have the Cowabunga collection, all those games on it. I think that's smart. But, I have the Cowabunga collection on my Switch, so I'm pretty happy. So there you go.
I think that's cool.
I'm with you there. Like I got Cowabunga collection, all those Turtles games on Switch too. But if they want the way to get, you need to get the nostalgia going with the new people. TMNT is a great one to get at and get that that hunger for one of these, and Star Wars too, and that's I hear a lot of time people way they got into Arcade1Up was seeing that Turtles cab get at Walmart or whatever, taking it home, and if they do that with these new customers, hopefully there'll be new customers with the basic fun if it's a good product, then and then they keep announcing stuff like, oh, they're going to be announcing Moonwalker or whatever next year or whatever. It's like, oh, okay, so there is going to be more. Then people, that could be exciting for a lot of people.
Yeah, the Cowabunga collection. You guys have bought that. I still have yet to buy it. Even if I
failed many times,
even if I had gotten the Cowabunga collection, that wouldn't keep me from getting the arcade, because having that on the arcade would be I think a really cool experience. In addition to having it on the console,
I had one. I had the Arcade1Up. I bought it from the liquidator. I did some heavy mods on it. I was like, I bought a really nice light up marquee. I changed out all the sticks and buttons. I mean, it was cool and all. But it takes up a lot of space. It's a 4-player deck. If it was even bigger, like a Supreme, it's going to take up even more space. So those are things to keep in mind. You have to have space for these things. And again, quality is a concern, especially if it's the same factory as Arcade1Up. I can't tell you how many of those dowel rods I broke trying to.
If it's at least decent quality, like I had no problem whatsoever selling my TMNT. Like when I wanted to get rid of it.
Yeah, it sold well, easy, yeah.
But like that sold quick, because I think the casual gamers, they even know about TMNT arcades. So, But...
And then with the TMNT too, I think that one's going to be great, because Arcade1Up, it seemed like they had lost the license, like they weren't ever going to do it again. So the fact that Basic Fun's stepping up and doing that one really early on, first half of 2026, I think is great news. I'm very interested to see what that one does.
It better have the original theme song in the intro.
It will now, because Nickelodeon now owns the original theme song. I think they bought it at the time Arcade1Up made the cabinet. They owned all the rights to those Turtles, but they didn't own the original TV series. So they bought the original TV series, and then they had to make a special deal to get the theme song, I think, because that was owned by somebody else. It was like a real mess. So now I think they're all in the same hands with Nickelodeon. And I just researched that because I like Ninja Turtles, but yeah. So there you go.
Now they're also saying other cabinets, shooting and driving cabinets. So it'd be good to get some of those in there too. Basically, it looks like they're going to be just like Arcade1Up. They're going to be putting out the same kind of cabinets. They're going to be either a direct competitor, or maybe my theory is correct in that they're working in partnership. Otherwise, they're going to be direct competitors with each other with these products. So, and it seems like one's getting licenses that the other had. So, how is that going to work? So, interesting to see all this unfold, and I'll be following it. And it's really going to start heating up here towards the second half of this year, because once these start releasing, or, we start getting more information, it's going to become a big topic in the home arcade community. I mean, it's going to be a lot of discussion regarding these.
I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to see what you think. Do you think because these licenses are so similar, they're going back and forth, they're made in the same factory, all that kind of stuff, that good old John D has anything to do with these being a third-party licensor?
I'm sure John's at work. He's behind the scenes making sure a lot of this stuff is happening. We haven't heard anything from him, though. It's been radio silence from him on the Iconic Arcade.
Yeah.
You pre-ordered an Iconic Arcade, didn't you, Garage Gamer?
Yes, I did. So,
and what happened? Are you still pre-ordered, or you?
Yeah, I did the pay half and pay the other half, and I did get charged the full amount, and then back on, what was that? month ago or whatever, and then they read me the amount.
Okay.
So I guess they said now in October 18th I'll get invoiced for that amount, and if I pay that, then they'll send it to me. So, but like I'm almost to the point now that there was nothing, they haven't done anything. At least I'm sure they're doing stuff, but they're doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes. But there's been no communication to the customer about anything else. This weekend at Evo, Fighter won, but there's nothing.
Yeah.
And maybe I've always said too, like I want to let them cook. Like make the best product you can, but at the same time, like I bought a lot of stuff, and I'm the guy that pre-orders everything. Pre-orders for other stuff too. Is like, dang. So it's August now. I got a couple things in September I want to buy. And like I'm looking at my funds, like money, and nothing's been really like, oh, like this product's coming out, you guys. Look at that. Look at the control panel we got. We changed the artwork or whatever, and get me excited again. Like I just feel like I bet a lot of Iconic Arcade customers are just kind of feeling like, what is going on? But so I'm thinking I might cancel it and wait till they get at a retailer. So I don't know, or just get someone's going to get this cabinet eventually, but maybe it doesn't come out in October. Maybe it gets delayed again. So
yeah. I think that it's a higher likelihood it gets delayed than it actually releases, because when there's no word, there's no communication, that's never a good sign.
Here's the deal. It's like they closed the pre-orders. They said it was because they need to readjust price due to tariffs. They never reopened the pre-orders with a different price. We're 2 months away from the supposed release, and they're not selling cabinets. And they haven't communicated any gameplay, any sort of like how they're distributing these or anything. They're just like, oh, it's going to come in October. And then they went radio silent again. That's a bad sign. That is a red flag. And I'm sorry, there's people over on that team that I think are great people. But like for me as somebody as telling a friend, I'd be like, get your money back. This is not good. This is not good. Now, could they come out with something and prove me wrong? Sure. But right now, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. I wouldn't want my money in it.
Yeah, I had told a bunch of people in the chat on Super Game Room Dudes a couple of months ago to get your money back, and I got criticized live on air for putting that in the chat. Now, 2 months later, we're talking about people, should they get their money back, and I'm sticking with that. They need to, get their money back.
Do whatever you want. Like, you do it. I'm not getting a close to Jack's Media Grounds, so they let me about that. But no, I like the concept of the Iconic Arcade. It looked really cool, and that's why I bought into it originally. It looks like the ultimate version of Street Fighter 2. Like I was gonna get the classic version, but I don't know. What Steps is saying, like we haven't heard anything really. I'd love to have seen some kind of sizzle reel or. Hey guys, check out what we got, and they're doing.
When I saw those prototypes in Vegas back in, when was that, January for CES, I was blown away. I thought they looked amazing. I was like, man, these are great. But we haven't seen anything since then. So who knows what's going on with that. But my thought is get your money back, try to save that money for something else. I think the only benefit of the pre-order is you may have a lower price. You may have to pay a little bit more in the future if you don't pre-order. That's worst case scenario. But I think you could still get one. Here's the Big Buck Hunter Pro. So this was the Mossy Oak. This video dropped this week on it by Arcade1Up. Did you guys see this short video they dropped?
I've not seen it.
Okay. This is their new Big Buck Hunter Mossy Oak. So we had been looking at this on this channel for a few weeks now. And basically it's the same exact Big Buck Hunter that they've released in the Deluxe last year at Best Buy. But this is the Mossy Oak edition. So it's got the camo like on the gun there. We can see as well as on the side panels on the front. Still no lit marquee, still the same games list, still the small 17-inch screen. What do you guys think of these Big Buck Hunter Pro cabinets?
They're the same as they were 5 years ago. I mean, like they're. I mean, they look a little bit sharper. They got a little bit cool color to them, you know, with the mossy oak version.
Mm-hmm.
They obviously sell well, or they wouldn't sell them again. A lot of people love Big Buck Hunter, so there you go. You know, it makes money for them, so they're making it.
Yeah. What about you, Garage Gamer? What do you think of the Big Buck Hunter Pro Mossy Oak?
Yeah, it's not for me. Is Mossy Oak like a outdoor store where I live? So that's
they do
interesting, too.
camo, like jackets, pants, hats, like hunting gear. Basically, it's their patented camo, trademark camo that they design. Like they just design camo outfits and stuff.
I think there's probably customers that go to those shops that don't know anything about Arcade1Up, and they see one of those and they're really like, "Oh, okay, that'd be cool," and maybe that's what they're targeting here. So you know, the game is fun, but yeah, it's not for me. That was one of the cabinets I never bought originally either. So interesting what licenses Arcade1Up still has. So they have that. They have
Mortal Kombat.
Do they have Mortal Kombat? They haven't done anything.
Yeah, they still got Mortal Kombat. They got Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, Galaga. And they got the X-Men 97 still, and Golden Tee, I think they still have.
They're going to lose the Marvel Capcom one because they lost Capcom overall.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure Iconic Arcade's going to be able to do much more with Capcom because it looks like this is a fiasco.
But yeah, they're still pumping out cabinets. They got the T2 one coming next. So they're continuously putting out these cabs.
Still have T2. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, T2. So Midway, it seems like they still have that license. They still have a Namco relationship. As for Capcom, Konami, all those I think are gone. The IT Technologies that does the Golden Tee, they still are producing those cabinets, but not a whole lot left. But they're staying in business. They're still making stuff. So not a whole lot to talk about with them outside of that big buck, but they are still putting out cabinets, which is good. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about Arcade1Up related tonight was the Arcade1Up Pinball. And we haven't talked about these in a long time. There was just some news that came out recently that I wanted to discuss tonight about it. But do either one of you guys have the Arcade1Up Pinball?
Yeah, I got the Star Wars still.
Okay, great. You never got one, Steps?
No.
Okay. I've got the Attack from Mars. And I put 2 Marvels in there. I should have put a Star Wars, dang it.
That's all right. I had the Attack from Mars and I sold it. That one sold pretty fast.
Yeah. So there's only 10 games on these. They're pretty limited. You know, you can't sideload games onto it, but there's a new mod coming out. Mystery Encoder is leading this project. Basically, it's just kind of like our Steps, our Mystery Encoder mod on our iArcade. Similar to that, except you're replacing everything, like the board and everything. So basically, this news came out this week. He says we're a couple weeks out still. Final pricing, if you didn't catch it before, these are required components you'll have to have in order to achieve this. You'll need an $80 Team Encoder hack kit. If you haven't replaced the screen, you still got the stock screen. You also need a $127 to $150 single board computer with 8 gigabyte RAM required. But it looks like you can pick your SBC as long as it's got 8 gigs of RAM. Also, you'll need a $30 LVDS converter board. And what else? He says total, you're looking at about $230 given the pricing. So not expensive, really, because this is going to open up your pinball machine to like a whole nother experience where you can sideload Zen games, pretty much any pinball game you want onto it, and play it in 1080p, because the screen is actually capable of 1080p. It's just the board Arcade1Up put in there is only 720. So once you do this mod, you'll have 1080p pinball, virtual pinball with the solenoids, DMD, plunger, all that stuff working. So I think that's really cool. What do you guys think of this news, or were you even aware of it?
I was aware of it because I've seen it in Discord and things like that, and I'm in Mystery Encoders Discord, I think. So I was aware of it. I just don't have a pinball machine, so it doesn't really, affect me. But I'm glad that he's helping people that have one of these get value out of them instead of letting them waste away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think this is awesome because my Attack from Mars pinball has been collecting dust, but I got such an incredible deal on it. I didn't want to sell it, and I thought, well, maybe I'll mod it someday. But I was going to take on that modding project completely on my own to do that. With this Mystery Encoder mod, he's done all the legwork for you. You really just have to follow the instructions. And if you remember steps us modding our iArcade, it seemed like it was overwhelming at first, but once you got into it, it really wasn't that difficult because Mystery Encoder had made it all very simple for us. So it should be a similar experience with this. He also said they're doing a BKong stream coming up where they're going to do like a live stream modding video for us. You guys remember anytime Mystery Encoder does this, he kind of partners with BKong to do those videos or those live streams. Looks like he's going to do that again upcoming. And that's about a couple weeks out is what it's looking like. So very interested. This is what it looks like. So this is the board that you'll put on the hat, they call it. And then this is it on top of the SBC. And basically sideload any of your pinball games onto your Arcade1Up Pinball. I think that's amazing. Are you going to do this mod, Garage Gamer, since you have that Star Wars?
No, but I want to see what it looks like. Like if someone wants to do this and put some videos out on it, great. I'll watch it. But probably like I need to sell it. 8-Bit Gaming Legend in the chat. Do you want to buy my Star Wars? But I don't know. I feel like for pinball, for me, even virtual pinball, like I got hooked on the real pinball that's out in the arcades now. Like I love the new Stern stuff, and it's hard to go back to virtual pin stuff. And I know you can play on your Steam Deck but I don't know, the real thing I feel is like the way to go. And I'm not talking about putting one in your house. I'm just talking about going to your local arcade or whatever and playing them there. Like I got that for pinball, really. And I know there's some titles out there that are really cool. Like I want to see what Pinball FX is doing, and all those virtual pinball companies put out an interesting title. I'll play it, but like I don't know, the real thing is like where it's at, you guys. At least for me.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because I almost left this out today when I really wanted to discuss it because the AtGames, right? Let's start with how do I play my pinball? Like how do I play my virtual pinball? I play it in VR mostly, but I don't like having to always put my VR headset on every time I want to play. So a lot of times I'll just play it on a console or play it on my PC. But I've really wanted to get the AtGames virtual pinball because then I don't need the headset on and I can have a real pinball kind of feel like machine in my home. But it was too expensive and it was still virtual pinball. But then this news came this week, this new Star Wars home pin, which is available at Costco. Looks like they're selling it for around $4,800 right now. It just hit stores this week. But this is called the Star Wars Home Plus. It's if you guys remember the Jurassic Park Home Edition that came out last year, this is a little bit better than that one. It's still a Home Edition, but it's called the Home Edition Plus.
I actually played the Jurassic Park one at the Costco, and it was pretty nice. It was nice. It was really good deal. They're expensive still, but too rich for my blood, but good quality. So if this one's even nicer, how much is this going for? Does it even say?
This one, it's MSRP is $8,000, but I saw it selling for $4,800 in Costco. And then if these sell very well and they have a bunch of inventory by Christmas, they might start closing them out clearancing them out. A lot of those Jurassic Park, like last year, were going for $2,500, $3,000. So when you get into that price range, we're talking this directly competes with the AtGames pinball at that point because you're similar price point. And this is real pinball. This is like a real pinball machine by Stern. It has Insider connected built into it, just like the real the machines you're seeing at the bars or at the arcades. So it's got a real coin door. It's got real pinball mechanics, and it's created by Stern, so all made in the USA. Also, okay, so the Jurassic Park that you played last year, Steps, I think it has a very small DMD, where this one's got a 10-inch. I'm trying to remember how big the Jurassic Park DMD was. If it's the same size as that, or is it smaller? I can't remember. Because that was one thing I didn't like about the Jurassic Park was the DMD was so small on that one. And I'm looking now here to see. So this is...
I was hoping those Jurassic Parks were going to... I think they at my Costco, they never did. People bought them. My store got like 5 of them, and they sold every...
Let's see here.
Yeah, I think they do have a warranty.
So it doesn't say on the Jurassic Park what size the DMD is. I'll have to do some research on that, but I think the DMD is bigger on this Star Wars at 7 inches. Or I think it was 7 inches on the Jurassic Park, 10 inches on this Star Wars Home Plus. So this is more in line with like the Pro series that goes for around $8,000-$9,000. So this is great. I think when we can start getting a real pinball machine brand new in the box with a warranty at our local retailer for just a little bit more than what the AtGames is selling for, I think this is a great purchase. This is what I really wanted because virtual pinball is a lot of fun, but real pinball is where it's at. Virtual pinball is really just trying to give you that experience of a real pinball where when you have the real thing, you don't need any equipment. You've got the actual thing in front of you. So hoping to get a deal on one of these because if like these start getting marked down to $2,500, $3,000 around me, I could see myself picking one up. I've been playing a lot of pinball lately. I've been playing pinball tournaments every weekend, getting a little bit better each week.
Nice.
And I'm meeting people that play pinball, and they're teaching me all the different tricks. There's all these different flips that you do with the flippers, and there's a name for all the different moves. And you have to learn all that to get better. And that's what I'm been doing each weekend is just trying to get involved in the pinball community here locally, doing pinball tournaments whenever I can. What about you guys? Have you guys been playing pinball around locally at your locations?
I've done a couple tournaments, and the trick that I keep hearing from the guy is try to get that ball as fast as you can, like whatever it takes. Just get that multi-ball and don't let the ball, like, just make that your objective is get the multi-ball, whatever it is. Because I've done a couple tournaments. Yeah, that's my. I need a.
It's just try to get the multi-ball as soon as you can.
Yeah, and then meeting new people and seeing guys. They got their own pinball gloves that they wear for these events. Like, oh, he's got his own glove, and like someone got their pinball stance. Like they got a whole like thing where they're crouching over, and then they got to make sure they're shaking the machine at the right moment. Like they're into it. Like, so that's awesome. Some of these guys and gals, it's really cool. It's really
yeah, they're nice too. Like everyone I've met at the tournaments have been really helpful. They can tell I'm new and I'm getting last place in these tournaments, so they're like offering help and like tips. And these people play every weekend, and it seems like I've gone the last 3 weeks now in a row that you see the same people every week. So it's like everyone gets to know each other, and it becomes like a family pretty much.
Do they teach you how to cheat?
No.
No, there's no cheating.
No cheating going on. Everybody's pretty honest. But yeah, so that's our Star Wars pinball at Costco. Now, talking about virtual pinball, there was a new pinball pack by Williams that dropped this week, and I've been following this very closely. In fact, I did a short on it. I've talked about it on my streams, and I did a prediction about what 3 I wanted to see. I wanted to see Elvira and the Party Monsters, F-14 Tomcat, and Taxi. And I was right on one of the 3. We got Taxi. What do you guys think of the 3 we got? Pinbot, Whodunit, and Taxi.
I've not played any of these before. I'm not a big AtGames person, which you know. So
well, you can play these on your console. You can play it on your Switch too.
Yeah. Do you have video footage of any of these games?
I do. Yep. So let's show off the games they chose first. We got Pinbot. We got Taxi.
Oh, I remember that show on TV. Is that what that's about?
Yeah. So this one here I didn't know much about, but I actually played it in a pinball tournament a couple of weeks ago, and it's a fantastic one. It wasn't something I was initially interested in, but after playing it, I really enjoyed it. It's got like Santa Claus. It's got Dracula. It's got Pinbot in it. And here's the table. It's a really fun one. And if you can find one in good condition, like locally at your arcade, definitely take some time to play it because it's a lot of fun. And then Whodunit, I knew nothing about this table at all, but it got released on this pack. We got news this week about it. And it actually looks to be the best one, is the Whodunit. It's got like a casino thing going on. The mystery slots there, you see, it's got a mystery, kind of like trying to figure out who the murderer is and all that. Murder mystery type theme going on. But here's the video if you were wanting to see that.
Okay, this Pinbot, I've played this one.
Yeah, Pinbot. They have Bride of Pinbot.
Reminds me a lot of Twilight Zone.
You gotta hit that middle thing that Rick did.
So have you played the real Pinbot?
That's cool. The real one. It's that next level.
Is that the #1 arcade in the world?
I didn't know that. Is that what they're advertising?
What? No,
Yeah,
which one
yeah.
won? The United States. Yeah. It was
next
Leader.
level.
What was it, USA Today full?
I did not know that.
Well, it was on
Newsweek.
Garage Gamers show
Newsweek.
Friday. I found out.
Oh, okay. Very cool. Here's the one I'm thinking I'm going to like the most, Taxi. These Williams tables, they all have kind of that similar music.
This looks fun. I like this.
Some people were saying that the music isn't all there. Like some of the call-outs and music is missing. I hope that's just for the trailer. And then the last one's this Whodunit here. I think this one may be the best one of the 3, actually.
I could smell trouble the minute I saw her. Hop on the train. There's some evidence. Interesting. This case is almost solved. Come on, baby, come on. Somebody get the phone. Tell me more about Tony. End of the line, clown boy. I saw it coming for miles.
All
Reminds me
right.
of
So
Dick
Case closed. And
looks
then,
like there's a lot going on the D&D in this one, too.
And then
I see where they got the inspiration for one of the FX VR tables that came with the pack. Like when you initially buy it, it came with like 4 tables that were in-house developed tables by Zen, and one of them is almost just like Whodunit. What is that? It's Noré Pinball, and I could see where they got the inspiration for that table now. But yeah, that's cool. Pinball Pack 9 Williams coming out. I think that comes out on the 15th, so here in less than 2 weeks. And I'll be getting that for FX VR. And I was also maybe considering getting it for my new, since I got the new gaming PC, getting it for it to play it on there. Because these tables look really good on PC if you have like a good graphics card. But what do you think of those new ones, Steps, Garage Gamer?
I like Taxi. It looked cool, and that looked like it'd be a fun table to play. If I was gonna get it, I'd probably get it on Xbox because that's where I have most of my FX pinball tables. So there you go. Did you just kick Garage Gamer out?
No.
There's no one else here. Just me and you.
Well, let me email him and say, hey, what happened? 'Cause, he may have gotten disconnected because his internet's been kind of going in and out. So
yeah, the second one, the Dick Tracy looking one looked okay. What was that one called? Something French.
Oh, there he is. What did you ask?
I said the Dick Tracy looking one didn't look that bad, but what was that one? It was like some French title.
Whodunit?
Oh, it's Whodunit. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's like a murder mystery table, but it looks really good, actually. I've never heard of it. I've never seen it in person before, but just looking at like the table, doing a little research prior to the stream tonight, it may be the winner of the 3. And that's what I like about these Williams tables when Zen goes back and does these classics is some of these tables you may have never heard of or never played before, but once you get to play them in virtually, it's like you start searching the arcades trying to find the real one.
This looks like a knockoff of Clue.
Yeah.
Just blatant ripoff. They're like, instead of this, we're going to call him the butler. Miss Scarlet's going to be Victoria. Like, I could see it right now. It's like they totally ripped it.
I was having some discussion with the chat a couple weeks ago.
If they're gonna do any, they gotta. I love it when they do the older titles. Like, some of their new ones are okay, and I really like the older stuff. If Zen remasters some of the old ones, like Star Trek: The Next Generation and the Indiana Jones, Addams Family, they all play like really good. So yeah, this would be cool. If this goes on sale, I might pick it up.
So I was talking with Chad a couple of weeks ago about, we got the Pinbot, we got the Brida Pinbot, and there's one that everyone wants to see called Jackbot, which is like the 3rd of the series of those Pinbot games. And there was a lot of speculation they may never bring Jackpot because it's got a casino theme to it, gambling theme. But this one does too, and this just got announced. So I think we can still get games with that gambling theme. So that was just kind of a theory people had. Looks like we've rolled that out with the Whodunit release.
Maybe AtGames could like up their profits if they start making gambling games on their pinball machine.
Yeah,
that would help them out.
Do some real gambling on it.
Yeah.
I kind of criticized AtGames this week. I'd made a post about because they're running I can probably bring up the post right now. But they're bringing up these deals, right? They're running like let me bring it up so I can tell you guys exact. But and it'll make more sense once I show you. And you could see why I was critical. Here it is. Let's see, media, screen. Here we go. So I said, I'm sorry, AtGames, people aren't paying upwards of $2,000 to save a few dollars in coupons. Their first deal was a weekend promo, July 25th through the 28th, where basically it's full price, but we're going to give you some exclusive coupons if you buy our machine at full price. And I just don't think that's an incentive. And then right after that ends, right? It ends on the 28th. They start a new one called the summer promo, and it's the same exact special. It's full price with exclusive coupons. So obviously, they didn't sell enough if they have to run the same promo again the following day after it ends.
They can't make the price lower because they're barely surviving. They fired all their staff, and it's sad. It's sad. It's going the way of the iArcade. I hate to say, but that's just how it appears. At least I'm not no insider or anything, but it's a shame.
I mean, we could see the writing on the wall. I'm trying to see some benefits out of this for like the people that have bought those machines. And I think the real benefit is it opens it up. Hopefully AtGames will open those machines up whenever because you know how iArcade, we had to go get the Mystery Encoder mod and do all that to get sideload games onto ours. I hope AtGames is able to open those up to where people could just sideload whatever game they want onto their 4KP if that were to happen. What do you guys think? Do you think they'll keep it locked down, like it'll become useless pretty much? Or do you think...
no, somebody will hack that. Somebody will hack that for sure. Maybe even the street coder.
Yeah. It can go three different ways. Either they lock it down completely, there's no way to hack it or mod it, or they leave it open enough to where someone can mod it, or they do it themselves and just say, hey, go at it, have at it, put whatever you want on it.
It's definitely over. The mayor said it was over. I mean, it's so many words on his show. The mayor goes, oh, everybody's gone. I'm not sure they're going to be here. I'm going to keep this one for now, but it doesn't look very good. I'll probably be selling this one too. If the mayor said that,
yeah,
it's done.
So just so everyone's on the same page, who is the mayor?
That's P-Dubs. P-Dubs Arcade Loft.
P-Dubs Arcade Loft is the mayor. Right.
Mayor of Home Arcade. Right?
I must have missed him saying that, but I think everyone's seeing what's happening with AtGames. It's unfortunate because I watch Rascal, and I know Rascal was recently separated from them, and it's sad to see because I think they had a great product. I just wish, just kind of continue this conversation for a couple more seconds. I just wish they would have lowered the price sooner, because I think that would have gotten more interest in the product early on, and more people would have bought in, and then they would have sold more software. They would have sold more packs, and then that would have brought in more revenue. And I think ultimately that's what they're suffering from right now is low revenue. They haven't sold enough machines. Well, that was their own fault for keeping the prices too damn high.
Saucy's comment. Oh man, I just started laughing.
B. Kirby says anything can be hacked, so don't worry about that. And then Meatball says AtGames is the cockroach of home arcades. They will exist when all the rest of us are dust. And I see what he's saying, because that is true. I don't think AtGames is going out of business.
Meatball Saucy is the man, and he's got one of the best home arcades I've ever seen, you guys. Like, everyone go subscribe to Meatball Saucy. Holy moly, he's got some amazing things in his house.
Yes.
And
you had Meatball on as a guest recently, didn't you?
Yeah, and I met him in person.
Oh, okay.
A couple times now. He's a great guy.
He's got arcades in his garage too.
Yeah,
he's got some real ones.
He's serious.
I caught an interview really good of Meatball Saucy where he was like discussing his arcade and his gaming life, and he is a true gamer. He's like gaming 24/7. He spends almost every waking hour, it sounds like, playing video games, and that's how I am a lot. Is like that's a large part of my life is just I don't watch TV a lot. I don't watch a lot of movies. I'm mostly playing video games, so I'm right there with them.
Next week, to celebrate Biggie D's 100th episode, he's going to be selling a new T-shirt. The mayor said it's over. That's what the shirt's going to say. From Spreadshirt, Biggie D's posting that 100th episode special.
So I caught this news this week. I wanted to discuss it. It's this Timebreaker light gun. I actually put out a video on it. I first saw the mayor's video, P-Dubs, and I was like, man, I need to make a video on this. I'm really interested in this product as well. Yeah. I bought the Sinden light gun, and I enjoyed it, but I'm not a big fan of the border that it puts around the screen. And then also it's wired. This one I was really interested in because it's wireless, and I don't think it's going to be very expensive. Intech, their products are like $100, $200 at the most. And I've already been shopping PS2 consoles because I wanted to get an old like used PS2 in good condition. Well, this works with the PS1, PS2. There's over 35 shooting games available for those systems that'll work with the gun. Did you guys catch this news this week?
Man, why can't it just work with the NES? Duck Hunt.
Right. No, that's next. I think if this is successful, they may make these for all kinds of consoles coming up. This is the first one they've ever done.
I just want one for the Switch 2 because House of the Dead 2 is coming out like next week.
I saw that.
And it's gonna play like crap. There's no true light gun kind of setup for the Switch 2 and the other modern consoles. So that's all I really want is something for modern consoles.
Why is there an Arcade1Up logo?
Oh, that's my bad. Thank you. Let's change that. Let's change
they own
that.
This video.
Let's change that. That was my bad.
They own this video.
But yeah,
you gotta pay them royalties.
I was following that House of the Dead also. That's a remake of the original House of the Dead 2, which was my favorite House of the Dead that they released. Let's take a look at that here. I got an image pulled up. Have you heard about this one yet? Steps?
I saw P-Dub's video. I didn't watch that video. I selectively go to random streams, and so I do catch P-Dubs from time to time. Mm-hmm. He actually is one of my favorite home arcade YouTubers. I'm just teasing but calling him the mayor because I think I think he's okay with it at this point. But I think that there's so many different options with light guns now. We got Glenn Retro Show's got the shotgun,
which is Sinden though.
We got Sinden. We got this one. I think there's a couple others out there. Retro Shooter, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then,
but does it work on modern consoles? That's what I want.
No.
One of these guys do it for modern consoles, and that's how you're gonna make money.
Yeah, and why are the modern consoles not coming out with light guns? Like, why does PS5 and Switch 2 not have a light gun?
Nintendo could print money by making a Nintendo Zapper and selling it to Switch Online members and put Duck Hunt on. They'd be printing money.
Yeah.
If they release the official like Mario Paint like mouse, even though people could plug in any mouse, they'd be printing money too because people would buy that crap. They'll buy anything that Nintendo puts out. So I think they should. I think the light gun would be they could do a Super Scope 6 too. They could do all sorts of stuff and print money.
Yeah, that's one thing we're definitely missing. I'm glad you brought that up, Garage Gamer, because I want to get that House of the Dead 2 remake that comes out, and that's coming out, in a week? We lose you?
I think it's next week. I'm not going to get it because I feel like there's no good way to play it. I have the original House of the Dead on my Switch, and I don't know.
Even with Joy-Cons, it's just not playable.
No, you got to keep the Switch 1 anyway. You had to keep the Joy-Con. Now that I think about it, I did play. It was one of the first games I tried, and there is no update for it. I was hoping they'd do an update for Switch 2, and maybe they could on it, but no, they haven't done an update yet. So I don't know. Maybe they're working on it. They will.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I think what I'm going to do.
House of the Dead 2 is a great game.
It is. It's better than the first one. So I'm hoping the remake, and it's going to follow. The remake is going to follow the original. It's just going to look amazing. It's going to look modern, But I'm definitely interested in getting it. I think what I'm going to do, since I got the new gaming PC, is I'm going to play it on my PC with my Sinden gun. I just got to get my Sinden drivers loaded on the PC, and it should play great on there. And then I can put it on my big screen, and the border won't be an issue on a big screen. So that's how I'll end up playing it. It's through Steam. Brooklyn Minna says the first House of the Dead is unplayable on the Switch. I've tried everything. And Ritual Dell says this much latency in Switch for light gun games, it's inaccurate with the latency. But talking console games, because we're into console games, this was some really big news. We've been talking about this for weeks now, but I think it kind of really became more interesting this week because of Evo. Did you guys happen to catch the the Rexer Show's video that dropped. I think it was Friday.
Yeah, that was the best video he ever made.
Yes.
What, like it was great journalism. You know, it had all the questions that people were wanting to know. It actually showed the game, and it got so many views like right off the bat because he was the first one out the door for his small channel, and so he beat Maximilian Dude to the punch with this video. He beat IGN to the punch with that video, and like I think he should focus on doing more content like that.
Yeah,
because that was great.
Yeah, don't do the streams like all focused on like home arcade. Just get out there and do what he did with this video because, yeah, I'm right there with you, Steps. This was amazing. He did an incredible job with this, and he was right there when he needed to be. He got the video out early, and now he's like a Evo celebrity now. He's got the videos blowing up.
Man, if he was smart, he would have done that Virtual Fighter 5 too, even though that may not be his thing because that could have done really well for him too.
Mm-hmm.
But he got the MK. That was a big one. But those were the two big wins really that I think came out of Evo that I saw that caught my eye. The Virtual Fighter 5 and the Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, now when he had made this video, they had not yet announced a release date. But it sounds like the release date is September 30th. So that's in less than a month now. Or no, I'm sorry, less than 2 months. Less than 2 months away. I think what they're going to be doing is they're going to be going to conferences, expos over the next 2 months. So they're going to be all over. I think they're going to go to PAX West. I heard you say, Garage Gamer. Is that right?
Yeah, they're going to Gamescom next, and then the week after is PAX. Excited if I can play this. I'm going to take some video for sure. So
where's Gamescom?
Gamescom. I'm not going to that.
Oh, okay. But, yeah, never mind.
yeah, I've had to go, but like I've had to pay. You have to pay for a flight or whatever. Xbox is really big. Used to be really big over at Gamescom. I don't know if they still are, but I'm stoked about this. I've already pre-ordered the deluxe edition. I don't want the limited run version, but this is gonna be fun and arcade or whatever. But when I had the Arcade1Up of this, I felt like I was getting pretty good at Mortal Kombat 2, and it'll be fun to finally play Mortal Kombat 4 on console again, and then the Mortal Kombat. What's the new one they just announced?
Well, you didn't catch that last part. What'd you say?
This is cool.
So Mr. Cutter's in the chat. You missed our Arcade1Up Pinball
the game
talk
they
earlier.
Just announced that's coming out.
Yeah, this is going to be great. Just kind of going off of what Garage Gamer just said. I think the big thing with this is that we're finally going to have access to these classic Mortal Kombat games on a console release. Because you've been playing Mortal Kombat a lot on... how do you play your fighting games, Steps?
I play games like on Fightcade. They seem to play the best. I want to be honest. This collection, I'm not a big Mortal Kombat person, but like... I love Street Fighter, but what they're doing with this collection is better than what they did with Street Fighter. Granted, Street Fighter 30th is like 5 to 10 years old at this point when it came out, 2018. So this is great. This just makes me wish they would do yet another Street Fighter that was done a little bit better. Maybe we get some online play on Alpha 2 because a lot of people like Alpha 2. Not Alpha 1 or Alpha 3 is what has online. But I'm jealous. I'm jealous of the Mortal Kombat treatment here because this looks great. I do prefer Mortal Kombat 4 to all these, actually, when I play it in the arcade. I did have Trilogy on PlayStation 1 back in the day. And I think I had Mortal Kombat 3 on the PC as well as Mortal Kombat 2 on the PC. So I played them, but I never was generally any good at them. And any skills I had, I've kind of lost. And usually I'll just play Console Fanboy as a joke so we can get a free win. And but I think I'm going to buy the collection. I think I'm going to get the regular Plain Jane edition physical copy. Yeah. I might get it from Atari because the Plain Jane editions have a special slip cover that you could get if you buy them from Atari Direct. You can get a Reptile slipcover or a Scorpion slipcover or a Smoke slipcover or a Sub-Zero slipcover. And those are exclusive. Not that it's not that a cardboard sleeve is much of a bribe, but hey, you can get it. Go ahead and get it.
Yeah, I think
Digital
the big thing with
Clips
this is what was
Digital
that?
Clips is
Yeah.
doing this. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
can you guys hear me? 50th. They're the same guys
I
that
have
made
it
this.
on Xbox.
So anyone could
Yeah.
put like a whatever, you know. But if you do a behind the scenes on why this was made, how this was made, and the stories behind it, much more insight on, oh, okay, now I can go play the game, and it's much more impactful to like a casual gamer going for. It's great. So yeah. I think I'm excited to check this out for sure.
Yeah, I think the big thing with this, and I think what is going to be most interesting to a lot of us that can play this game a million different ways, is that you want to play online and you want there to be a large presence online. Well, with Fightcade, there's just not everyone wants to install Fightcade on their PC, so it's very limited in who you're going to be able to compete against on that platform. But with this release, everyone's going to have access to this game now, and across all the major systems. So you can just imagine how packed the lobbies will be, and just how great of an experience that'll be online when this releases. I just hope the netcode's really good and it plays well online. I think it will.
There you go. There's the exclusive covers, the Scorpion and all that. To answer mystery coders a question, do you think Iconic will have online play? They haven't shown anything. We've seen nothing. We have no idea what's coming out. It's supposed to come out in 2 months now after the delay. Get your money back. I'm done. They haven't been transparent, so that's my opinion.
Yeah, so talking about the releases, the artwork, because what I like is they're doing a lot of different packages, options, right? You can just go with just the plain Jane standard edition.
That blue looks good.
Or you can get these exclusive covers, which they've got Scorpion, they've got Sub-Zero, and they've got Smoke. So I think that's really cool. Also, it looks like it's coming on Switch and Switch 2. So that's interesting. I thought that this would just be a Switch 1 release.
But is it a Switch 2 digital download, or is it a Switch 2 completely physical cart? Because there's carts that just give you a game key, and then you put the card in and it downloads the game on Switch 2.
Switch 2 on the cart. They've already said it's on.
Perfect.
It's not a key
We're
card.
getting it.
Yep.
I'm getting the Switch 2 version then.
So this is the deluxe edition, guys. This one I think is sold directly through Atari. You can get this one. This is their high-end edition.
This one is on. You guys, I got mine at Best Buy.
Yeah, you can get it starting the 1st through the end of the month pre-order, right?
Yeah, it's
and
you
get marquees, you get a magnet, you get some cabinet cards. I like the marquees. That we saw this with the Golden Tee where they did those. I think that's cool, keeping that arcade nostalgia part of the edition, the collection. And then you've got these arcade flyers, and you get a steelbook, and you get a physical cart. So that's awesome. And it's available for Switch 2, which is great. This is the big one here, though. This is the Legacy Collection. Now, I caught your conversation Friday night, Garage Gamer, and you guys were talking about this a lot. This is a limited run version, and this may come out way after all the other ones come out. Is that right?
Yeah. Have you guys ever bought anything from Limited Run? Like,
I've never.
I don't know. It's not going to come out.
I just did.
They delay it. Did you?
Well, not this.
I just got my copy of Soul Reaver, and I ordered it back in January, and I don't know. They just sent it to me. But like this, the cool thing is that Goro controller is impactful, and you know, it's like the big toys or whatever. Buy it, and you know, if it makes you happy, get it. But I don't know. This look at this and like, what do you do with this, Daddy? So I don't know. I'm gonna get the deluxe, and it's got a coin.
I bought
I don't know.
a game from Limited Run that was in the vault, so it got to me within like a week. It's the Tiger Heli collection, so it went really well. I just
Oh yeah. I got that one too. Yeah, that one's cool.
So yeah, this is a great looking collection. That Goro controller holder. I mean, that's the big part of this, I think. I would love to have that. Just have it on my desk sitting there looking at me. But again, like it's going to be way too expensive. Do you know a price on this yet?
it's $150.
It's 100.
Okay.
Yeah, 100. Yeah, 149.99
Yeah, I'm not paying that much. And then it's coming later too.
plus shipping.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Yeah, it's
you're
not
getting
gonna-
a digital Steam code. Oh, PC only. So I guess you are going to get the cart at least with the other ones. Okay. All right. So yeah, this is the digital.
and they'll ship the actual video game before the collector's edition comes out.
Oh, okay. So you'll get access to the game before you get all the other goodies.
Sometimes you do. I think I'm on a delay now, but sometimes you do.
Okay.
But sometimes you don't. So I don't know.
Limited Run just sent out a whole bunch of Metal Slug Tactics, but Amazon has Metal Slug Tactics on pre-order for September. So I'm assuming just Limited Run makes extras and then sells them on Amazon, at a little bit more regular basis, so that you don't have to wait that long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a great looking collection package here. I can't see anyone getting the Steam version though, because you're only getting a code. Like, why would someone pay $150 and not get the physical?
Well, because they want the statue.
Yeah.
Some people just like to play stuff on Steam.
Who was it? Devastator Omega says he wants those marquees. I do too. How much is this one? The deluxe?
It's $70, I think.
70. And then the how much is just the basic one?
I think it's like 50 for Switch, but 60 for Switch 2 or something. I have to go look.
Okay.
I'm just going off what I think is going on in my head, but I don't know. I'm gonna go check for you.
So it's probably like 50 for this collection, and then 70 for the deluxe. If it's 70 for the deluxe, I'll just go with that because I want the marquees also, and the arcade flyers.
I think it's 80.
80.
Okay. And you get the steelbook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The steelbooks looks.
Yeah, I may get that. I normally don't get these, but I may with this one.
It's a 6. Okay, it's 7. It depends on what version you get. $79.99 for Switch 2. Switch 1 is $69.99, and PS5 is $69.99. So it's 80 if you get Switch 2. Everything else is 70
for the deluxe.
Jerk.
Yeah,
that's not bad. $70 for all this.
Yeah, but see, they're charging you $10 extra if you want the Switch 2 version.
Yeah,
Probably
gotta do it though.
It's because Nintendo charges them that extra $10 for that physical cart. I'm glad they're putting it on the cart though, and they're not making it a download, game key. So I would pay the extra $10 for that. So that's fine.
Yep.
And this is like a once in a lifetime release. Like I don't think we're gonna see something like this again. For a long time.
It's like the Marvel versus Capcom collection that came out last year, and I think both of you guys got that, right? So
yeah, I got that.
Same thing with this. Yeah, you got to get.
Yeah, and I was really happy with that MVC2 collection that came out last year. I thought they did an excellent job. That was Capcom.
I get it. If you want to get it now it's only $25. So I bet you this will eventually.
Oh my gosh, the standard edition is $50. Oh, sorry, you're breaking up, so I couldn't hear you were talking. I kind of did. Sorry.
But yeah, so great talk on Mortal Kombat. I did want to not keep y'all here all night, but I do want to talk some movie talk. Did you guys happen to catch the Spider-Man 30-second video that Sony dropped a couple days ago showing off the new suit?
Yes.
What do y'all think about the new Spider-Man coming out?
I think it'll be good because I like the other ones, so I'll enjoy that. No concerns. It'll be a good movie, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm hyped. This is going to be great. I just got off seeing Fantastic Four a week ago, which was an incredible Marvel movie. And then I thought Superman was really good. So I think we lost Garage Gamer. Hopefully he'll come back. But yeah, just saw Superman a few weeks before that. And I think superhero movies are getting back to their form and what made them, highly popular. The movies have been pretty bad lately, but this summer they've been great. And I'm looking forward to this new Spider-Man. So this is Spider-Man Brand New Day. He's been doing the shooting started yesterday, so he's in like Ireland or someplace like that, filming right now, and we're getting some pretty good looks at the suit. And basically, Spider-Man is not using Iron Man tech anymore. He doesn't have all that money to buy all his equipment and superhero costumes anymore. So he's got to wear just like basic stuff that he puts together himself. If you guys remember the end of the last Spider-Man movie, he was using a sewing machine to make his costume. And that's the look that they're going for with this new one. And I think it looks great. It's got a lot of callbacks to the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, and with like the webbing that goes all across the suit, and it's like outside of the suit. And I think it looks really good. It's kind of a combination of like all the past Spider-Man suits into one. And here's some more shots of it. I think the big complaint right now is going to be his web shooters. He's got these like mechanical web shooters now that are just like huge pieces of like metal there on his wrist.
Why does he need that? I thought Spider-Man just did that naturally.
Not his Spider-Man. There are Spider-Man, like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, I think, did it naturally. It came out of his skin. But he uses like a mechanical web shooter. In the comics, it was a little bit of both. So it's just kind of up to the director and which direction they want to go. But since he doesn't have any money, he doesn't have all that equipment that looks all nice and looks neat and nice. It's this huge, bulky metal thing on his wrist now that really sticks out. And
so it's a poor man's Spider-Man.
Right. Yeah, they're going for a storyline where he's broke.
Rocky 6. Got it. Just like Happy Gilmore 2.
And he's living in a little one-bedroom apartment and just getting by.
Oh, why do they always have to do this? No moving backwards.
And here's our cast of Brand New Day. So we got Tom Holland, Zendaya, Sadie Sink, Michael Mando. Michael Mando was in the first Spider-Man Homecoming with Tom Holland. He was played a very small part in that movie, but he was in it. He's coming back. Mark Ruffalo's Hulk is going to be in this. John Berthal's Punisher. Ned Leeds will be back. And then this other lady, I'm not even sure who she is. She's new. But Sadie Sink, she's going to be Gwen Stacy. We haven't seen her yet or know much about her part in the movie other than she's going to be in it. So I remember her very well from Stranger Things, one of my favorite shows. She's an incredible actress. So looking forward to her taking over that role of Gwen Stacy. Did you see the other Spider-Man movies?
I've seen all the Tom Holland ones. I've seen all the Tobey Maguire ones, I think. Except there's one Tobey Maguire I did not see. But they brought him back anyway. One of those Spider-Man movies I saw. I think Jamie Foxx was in that one.
Yeah, that
was a different guy. Who was that Spider-Man? That was like the Spider-Man in between.
It had all three Spider-Man. That was No Way Home. It had all three.
Yeah, but I'm talking about
Andrew Garfield.
Okay, there was a Spider-Man series I didn't watch. I watched all the Tobey Maguire and all of the Tom Holland. And so that's why I was confused when they brought the other guy in.
Yeah, so they brought back Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield for the multiverse, No Way Home, last Spider-Man. I don't know if they're going to be in this movie or not. They are definitely going to be part of the storyline, though, because he sent them back to their universe and he knows who they are. So it'll definitely be part of the dialogue in the movie. But will they make an appearance? We don't yet know. No word. But wouldn't put it past him to bring them back. That's for sure. I'm happy to see them bringing Scorpion back because that was kind of a wasted villain, I think, not, with his role in that Homecoming. So good to see that. And I think that's the huge part about Spider-Man is he's got a long list of villains that they can bring in. And it's like unlimited. The best villains in comic books are the Spider-Man villains, I always felt. So they got a long list that they can use in these movies. Garage Gamer joined, and then he left. Here he is. There you are. Can you hear us?
Welcome back.
My internet. Right now, my kids are like be doing some serious stuff with their iPads. Or, I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, it's all right. No, it's good. We can hear you.
Hear me?
We're just talking Spider-Man, brand new day. And I wanted to get your opinion on this because I know you're a huge Spider-Man fan, Garage Gamer, and you've been collecting all the Spider-Man action figures and pretty much anything you can get your hands on. I saw you had Venom soap last week. So you're getting
Right.
anything, everything Spider-Man.
Yeah, actually, I got the soap, and then my wife bought me a soap too, so I have two soaps. Yeah, no, this looks cool. My son is really. We went and saw Fantastic Four, and he's really into the Marvel games. Like we're playing Marvel Rivals. He's getting pretty good at that video game and characters, and he's not as big of a Spider-Man fan as me, but like his favorite is kind of like Iron Man. But I'm trying to get him hyped for this. He's gonna be my movie buddy.
Oh, okay,
And
great.
Spider-Man
That's
is
awesome.
always good. Hulk with Spider-Man is always good, and Punisher got his first appearance in Amazing Spider-Man, so that's kind of cool. They're tying that in too. So
I'm glad you brought that up.
See this. I like the costume too.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought up the Hulk and Spider-Man because that's a big part of the Spider-Man comics were those two, as well as the Punisher. I'm going to bring up some comic book covers here so we can look at them. And evidently the director is really leaning heavily on the comic books to get his motivation for, how he wants to direct this movie. Is he's getting it from comic books. And he wants to recreate the covers and all that with this movie. So I think that's really cool. Let me show you here just a couple of comic book covers. And let's see here.
What they need to do is do the Spider Hulk, because at one point Spider-Man turned into the Hulk. I think that would be awesome. They probably won't. I would love it though.
Yeah, so Mark Ruffalo's Hulk will be in it. John Berthal's Punisher in it. Have you watched any of the Punisher TV shows? Like, did you guys watch the recent Daredevil TV show?
I haven't. My buddy Dathan is watch it, so I probably need to put it on my watch list. I'm like you, like there's a lot of TV and movies maybe I haven't seen yet, but I have that. I do for sure.
You have this one? Yeah, so
that
this
came
is
out
going to fit nicely, these two. It's going to be interesting. And then Punisher is a big part of Spider-Man comics as well. So it's good to see them bringing these characters together because they've been so split up with the Netflix universe, and then now those characters coming into the Marvel universe, and now it's connected with Sony. It's like finally all this stuff's coming together. You got X-Men coming into the MCU now. It's like finally we're getting true reliving comic books again. That was one thing about the comic book movies is like you had all the studios that own their different characters and they were all separated. Now they're bringing them all back together, just like how it was in the comic books, which I love.
It's really cool. If they do it, they could really do a good job if they know what they're doing and they plan this out. And I'm hoping that it all works out for them. I'm definitely going to be a huge supporter of the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Last couple movies, like I really haven't been, but so
Wasn't
they
it? It was so
keep
good.
that kind of stuff going.
It was so good. I give it a 10 out of 10. Like, I thought it was perfect.
Awesome.
You know, I just didn't think there was anything that they could have
Awesome.
done better.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Are
like,
you talking about Fantastic Four? I don't like it.
Yeah, some people like them playing Mr. Fantastic. I think it was okay. I don't know.
He
I
is
don't think they
fine.
could have played that character. Yeah.
You saw it 2 steps?
Yeah, I thought it was really boring. I almost fell asleep. I was about ready to leave. I did not like the movie at all until like the last like maybe 45 minutes, and then I was like, finally, some action.
Yeah.
I just can't. I don't want to hear about math or science or a plot. Like, I want a very basic plot. I want to know what's going on. I want the movie to keep moving with a lot of action, like Spider-Man does.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's what I expected. But Fantastic Four is a bit different, so I learned that, and now I know.
Yeah. So just back.
Fantastic Four. It's not like your mainstream Marvel like franchise. Like, you have Spider-Man, you have Hulk. Like, those are your top tier guys. Like, if they can make the Fantastic Four movie good and making a lot of money, that bodes really well for Marvel and the upcoming Avengers movies. Like, they could, you know, I'm really excited for them if they can. So make it happen.
Yeah, they
Marvel.
delayed Avengers. So this movie, Spider-Man's going to be the next Marvel movie. Technically, it's going to come out summer of next year, so July of about a year from now. And then they were supposed to come out with Avengers that same time, but they delayed it to December of next year. So it's going to be a while before we get another Marvel movie, almost a full year, which I'm fine. As long as they make the movies great and they do them justice and they make them right, I don't care what amount of time it takes, because they were putting out way too many movies and they were junk for a long time. And then Fantastic Four, they kind of took a step back and they were like, we're not going to do this anymore. We're going to focus on one project. We're going to make it great. And they've done that twice now with Deadpool and Wolverine and Fantastic Four. So I just see it going really well for the Spider-Man movie. And then Avengers next year is going to blow us away with the X-Men in the Avengers movie. Devastator says the X-Men are the heart and soul of Marvel, in my opinion. I agree with you. I'm a huge X-Men fan. X-Men is probably like my number one in comics as far as like what I used to collect and follow growing up. But I know that Spider-Man's hugely popular too. I meet a lot of people that aren't really into comics or aren't really into the comic book movies, but they love the Spider-Man movies. You know, so everyone's going to love what they like. And I'm just glad that there's all these great characters for us to make movies about and get us into the theaters. But looking at this shot, isn't that a cool shot? Seeing Hulk with Spider-Man and live action Punisher.
Yeah, that's going to be good. They were in Avengers together, but I'm having too many scenes together if they had any.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
They were kind of separated through a lot of the movie.
Yeah, so it'll be good to get those characters together. That's cool. That's cool.
So just a couple more topics to wrap up. I normally try to go to about an hour and 45 minutes, and we're right there. We're at an hour and 33 right now. So I've been kind of discussing with my audience that I've been doing a lot of eBay shopping for like these Wii U games and Wii games. And each week I seem to get like an incredible value on eBay shopping these. This week it was Pikmin 3 for me. Have you guys played any of the Pikmin games?
I've not played them. But I started looking for them. They're hidden at Epic Universe. Where the Pikmins are hidden in different areas in the Nintendo world. And so I remember trying to find them. But other than that, I don't. I don't know if I ever really understood what the game was about. So it was hard for me to say, okay, let's spend money on that. But if I played it, I'd change my opinion, like a lot of other games.
Yeah, I've never played Pikmin either. This will be my first experience with it, but I'm looking forward to getting the chance to play it and learn what it's about. This may be a game that I absolutely love. I just fall in love with the gameplay mechanics and stuff. I've never even given it a chance, but it looks like a really cute game. You're like this little miniature figure guy, and you run around, and it's kind of like you're the size of like an insect, and I guess you have missions and stuff you have to do. Garage Gamer, have you played any of the Pikmin games?
Just briefly, my wife has played Things in the Dog. If it's 3 or 4, whatever one has the dog um, makes it good. I'd have to look it up, but yeah, three solid. I think.
Did you like it?
Yeah, my wife liked it. Like it's a lot of just puzzles and trying to get to the next area. For $10,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, I got the book.
Yeah,
I guess they don't come with booklets anymore, but I got the insert. I got the case, and the disc is in great condition for $5 with $5 shipping. I'll take that any day. It's $15 at GameStop, and you
really
don't know what
cool.
the condition will be at GameStop. So
Good job.
I've been doing this. I got Twilight Princess the week before, and I just started playing that. Twilight Princess is a pretty good Zelda game. Also, it's a lot
On
of
the
fun.
Wii U?
Wanted to get the Wii U version, but the Wii U version's going for like $100 plus right now. It's crazy.
Because it doesn't have the motion controls like the Wii version, I think.
Yeah, you can play with the normal Pro controller. So it's just outrageous. I tried very hard to get the Wii U version of Twilight Princess, but like you said, it's so expensive. I just went with the Wii version. And I mean, it's not as great, but at least I'm experiencing the game. And I only paid, I think, $7 for it with shipping. So I don't think you can beat that. And I got the case, I got the booklet back when, we actually had a booklet with a map and all that. So I'm thrilled with that purchase. But yeah, Zelda, did you ever play Twilight Princess?
Yeah, I played it on the Wii. I
Okay.
had it on the Wii, and the motion controls were like, I
Yeah.
didn't enjoy it.
Garage Gamer, have you ever played Twilight Princess?
That is like one of the only ones I haven't played.
Oh, okay.
So all of them, but yeah, I never played Twilight.
Meatball
It's
Saucy
funny.
says Pikmin's fun.
Yeah, I only got like 1 or 2 games for the Wii U. I mainly bought that console to play when it came out. And,
Oh yeah, I got that game.
That's pretty much all I used it for. It was Mario Maker, and I played the heck out of that game.
Man, they're missing out on the Zelda Dungeon Maker game. That would make some money.
Oh yeah,
That would be a good one.
they need to announce that like right now. They could use the Switch 2 mouse controls for that.
I guess they could.
Let's do it.
Yeah, you guys are both
Let's do it.
Switch 2 owners.
I am.
Are you, Garage Gamer?
Yep, for sure.
Are you guys enjoying your Switch
Oh,
2?
yeah.
Or do you think it was a good purchase to get it right when it came out?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
Here's the thing: it's going to go up in price. They're already raising the price of the other ones. They're going to raise the price because it's just how prices are going right now. Unfortunately.
Remember when I sent that OLED brand new at Walmart to you, and it was like what was it?
Yeah,
Like
now it's up the price.
I think they were selling it for $200 or $210 or something like that. I wish I would have bought it now. It's $400.
Well,
now.
you could have bought it. You were like all about it. I was like, I wouldn't buy that. But I just spend the money and get the 2. But it's like it's like a 5 to 7 year investment, right? So you look at it and you go, okay, this is gonna be the next console for this long.
Yeah.
I'm cool with it. You know what I mean? Like, cool. But I don't like that their games are pushing $80. I at some point I might make a review video of this, but I got Mario Party Jamboree, the Switch 2 edition. Definitely not worth $80. Definitely not worth $80. I kind of assumed that it wouldn't be, but I got it anyway because I had some memories, some nostalgia for Mario Party. But
this is coming though. They're gonna come out with some like just half-ass releases for a little while because they did Mario Kart, they did Donkey Kong. They can't keep that going. You're gonna get some like just games that aren't that great coming out.
Metroid Prime 4 is going to be good. Not that I'm good at Metroid, or I could even, it's in my video where I said these are games that I'm not good at, basically. That'll be a good one. We'll see what else they announce, but I think, it plays everything the Switch 1 does too, which is great. So I have all that going too, and I gave the OLED to my daughter, and I'm getting upgrades. Like my Dragon Quest 3 just got an upgrade this week, so that you get the Switch 2 version for free.
Oh, nice.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think they're doing the same thing with Final Fantasy Tactics. If you buy that game when it comes out in September for Switch 1, you get the upgrade for free. The Switch 2 edition.
Have you beat DK Bonanza?
I am 15 hours in, and I'm at sub-level 900. So I got a lot of work to do. I've been slower at it. I think I've been just playing too much of each level. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing wrong because my son beat it in 10 hours.
Oh, wow.
Other people are telling me they beat it in 15 hours. But I haven't been rushing through. I've actually been like, I'll start playing. I'll be like, I need to finish this. And then I'll find an area. And then I'll start doing whatever that extra thing is in that area because I can't help myself. There's a lot of extra content in that game. So, but it's one of the best platformers I've played. And I'm not a platformer fan. Like, I'll play some Sonic games. I'll play some Mario games. This game has been really, really impressive. Really, really good. And, if you have a Switch 2, you got to have it because it's just good. But I got distracted this week with that game I had on my show Friday, the Earthian, the new Sega Genesis game that was from the studios that Yuzo Koshiro, the composer for Revenge of Shinobi and Streets of Rage, did. Oh man, that game is just so good, Biggie D, so good. But I like shmups. Shmups, I may not be good at them, but I love them.
I've been catching your shorts. I saw you had your shorts blowing up with your DK content.
Oh yeah, I just make a clip from each little part of DK I go to, and I put it up, and I see what it does. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It can't hurt. Why not?
Yeah, one of them's over 100,000 views. I saw.
Yeah, that was awesome. Probably the second most views I've had on a short. But they don't pay any bills. The shorts don't get you much for advertisement. They get you very little. I had one that got almost 1 million views. And I think I made $10 on that.
Yeah. So I don't do it for the money. I've never done YouTube for the money. I just do it because I enjoy it. It's like a creative outlet for me. And if I can make shorts and people are watching, that's what I care about, not the money.
I agree with you. I just mentioned it because it's like people will be like, oh my God, you must know. It doesn't work that way. Not at all. And you can't do YouTube if you're in it for the money unless you're like somebody that's like already super successful at it. When you start out, you got to do what you're passionate about it, and you got to keep doing it. And then if you make money, you're lucky. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to make any money. I'm lucky to make $100 every 3 or 4 months. Yeah. So it doesn't pay the bills. You have to really want to do it and enjoy it. And my expenses are going to be more than that because it costs more than that to keep doing your YouTube channel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, let's go let Garage Gamer talk for a minute.
Yeah. Garage Gamer, Switch 2, anything you want to say about your experience with it? Like first, you've had it for what, about a month now since it came out?
Yeah. I got mine on launch day, and like there's nothing better as a gamer than buying a new console on launch day, especially a Nintendo console. I just love it. Like it's like Christmas and that. And I know, there's other people on other streams, blah blah blah. Like I don't know. That was my favorite day I've had this year, was getting that console on launch day, and then the family. I mean, and there's people too, like who's playing Mario World now, blah blah blah. My family is playing that every, it's great. So and then I just got Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. I'm like, what console do I want to get it on? Because I've got everything. It's like, I might as well get it on Switch too. Because like, it seems like a lot of my friends are on there doing the voice chat and why not?
It used to be like the Switch. You wouldn't get it on the Switch because the graphics weren't as good. But now the systems are pretty comparable. Where if you get it on Switch 2, it's going to pretty much look the same as PS5.
Yeah, I was just
Oh, no, we lost him. He'll probably come back. That's a bummer. I wanted to hear what he had to say. Because I know Garage Gamer is really passionate about console gaming. and that's his true passion. So I wanted to hear what he had to say. Hopefully he'll come back. But I'm glad you're liking your. There he is. I'm glad you like your Switch 2 though, Steps. We wanted to hear what you had to say there towards the end. We got cut off.
My internet sucks today.
Oh, it's all right.
Downloading a huge file.
Oh, it's okay.
But yeah, Switch.
What were you saying there towards the end though?
I can't remember. Switch. I don't know. It's
Go
fun.
get a Switch.
Do you have all these extra controllers? Yeah.
And you got the GameCube controller, the wireless
I
GameCube.
did.
Yeah.
And you got.
You gotta get it.
Did you guys play Mario Paint?
I just turned it on real briefly.
I haven't played it yet. I need to, but that one with the mouse controls.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty cool because that release, originally it came with the mouse, a Super Nintendo mouse and mouse pad. The fact that it doesn't come with the mouse anymore, you'd want to play it on Switch 2 because it has those controls. But yeah,
apparently you can hook up a USB mouse to your Switch 1 and it should work.
Yep. Yeah, it will. And I think though, like they need to come out with a physical release of Mario Paint with the mouse accessory.
All they need to do is sell it on Switch Online, just the mouse. People will buy it, but the problem is they want to sell that feature of the Switch 2 mouse Joy-Con.
Yeah.
So
and it'll compete with that.
I don't think it's happening.
Right.
Just they want people to use the mouse that's built into the Switch 2.
I remember my Super Nintendo days though, and that game was one I put a lot of time into. Was Mario Paint. I used to love that game because I used to love Mario World so much, or Super Mario World. And that one had a lot of callbacks to that game in Mario Paint, and it kind of like helped me extend my experience of Mario World with that. So I used to love it.
I have it still, the cartridge and the mouse,
cool.
and the mouse pad.
Oh, that's going to be worth some money.
The manual. I don't think I have the box.
Meatball's pumped for the ROG Xbox Ally X. I am too. I may get that because I never bought the Xbox Series S or X, so I might get that. And since PlayStation hasn't announced a handheld yet, that'll be the one I'd probably go with. Thor is saying influence monetization is weird. Seems like the most successful tubers are actively trying to get themselves canceled. And Papa Brad says buying older retro games is a better value than $80 games for me right now. The value is PS3 games is unreal. I've been catching Papa Brad's PS3 shopping. Looks like he's getting 4 or 5 games at a time for like $10-15. I have a very large PS3 collection, so I did that for a long time as well. And I'm glad to see you're doing it, Papa Brad. Some really good games on PS3 to collect. But yeah, that's pretty much it on the discussion tonight. The only other thing I had for you guys is next week is going to be my 100th episode. So tonight was 99. Yeah, thank you. And we did a poll last week. I had asked the audience, which special guest would you like to have on most?
You have to have the mayor.
And PD7 won.
Of course.
Phil won with 68 or 69% of the vote. So almost everyone voted for him.
Did Phil agree to come on?
And he agreed. He's like, I'll come on for your 100th episode. So he'll be here for this next week. And we're going to do it on Saturday night, not on Sunday night, because he's only available on Saturday night. That's normally when he does his gameplay live stream. He's going to scrap that. He's going to join me for my 100th Chill and Chat Saturday night. So that's less than a week from now. This upcoming Saturday, it'll be same time, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. So make sure to tune into that, guys. I'm going to be doing another giveaway. If you guys remember, for Christmas, I did a New Wave Toys giveaway where I gave away a cigarette machine or a change machine, and the winner chose a change machine because they're both the same price. So it's your pick what you want to get if you're first place. Let's bring up their website here. Let's see. So I could show this. And you collect New Wave toy stuff, right? Steps?
I have Zoltar and I have Berserk, and I'm waiting for them to release another cabinet. They haven't. Have they released any cabinets since Berserk?
They released
Zoltar. That's
Zoltar. Yeah, that was it. Mystery Encoder has some interesting stuff I want to bring up here because he missed our discussion on this. So let's go back to this just real quick, if you guys don't mind, because I want to bring this up. So he says on the hat thing, you can't pick the SBC. It has to be a specific one, and we are preloading the games on an SD card. Side loading will be required for Pinball FX or VPX. Otherwise, everything that was said possible before is possible now with a better experience, okay? And I like how he's taking care of a lot of the legwork for us, where we just have to purchase the stuff, so that's cool. He also says, just went back and watched your segment on it. Thanks for covering it. And he said if someone had a 4K screen, they could do 4K. It uses the same processor and GPU as the AtGames 4KP. Awesome. So you can even upgrade it up to 4K. This is huge, guys. This Mystery Encoder mod that's coming. He also says, I'll donate one to you, Biggie, since you're local to me and when we're ready to go out. Awesome. Very cool. Yeah, let me know when you're ready to meet up, and maybe we can like meet up at Starfighters or wherever. That'd be awesome. Appreciate that, man. So looking forward to this. We're a couple weeks out, so right around the corner on this Arcade1Up mod for our pinball machine. Kev Grant says PD7 said he would only come on if you do the show from Best Buy. Awesome. All right, so yeah, this is the giveaway, guys, and first place will get either a cigarette machine or a change machine. It's your choice what you want to get. And let me get that website pulled back
I want to
up.
say something real quick. I was the first one to do a video from the Best Buy because I did a Pac-Mania review with the cabinet right there in the Best Buy. I remember everybody got pissed. They're like, what do you mean you didn't even buy the cabinet? I'm like, why not? Why not just walk into the Best Buy and review the damn cabinet? Now I wouldn't, I'm not wasting my time on that kind of content anymore. But like, that was fun. That was fun.
You were the originator of it. So you can see here, guys, it's $79.99 for the USB cigarette machine, $79.90. So it's 9 cents less for the charge machine. So it's your choice which one you want to get. Last winter in December won the change machine. That's what they chose. Now, if one of these sell out between now and the giveaway, then I have no choice but to, you buy the other one. So just know that if it's sold out, then, we'll have to pick the other one. Hopefully both don't sell out. If both sell out, I don't know what we'll do.
Oh, right. Wow. $200. Okay.
Now, the second place is going to get the Slurp cup. So $20 value on that. It's basically just a little cup that you can put your little New Wave Toys coins into. It also comes with a gum pack as well. So this is kind of funny. You can just like put little pieces of gum under it or whatever, just like you would see in a real arcade. That'll be second place. And then third place will be the UV base pad, which I think these are pretty cool for only $13. And these light, if you have like a UV light or black light, it'll show up in the dart. And those you just place under the arcade. And those look really good. So first prize, cigarette machine or change machine, your choice. Second place, Slurp Video Arcade Cup. Third place, UV base pad. And these prizes come out of my own pocket. I pay for these with my own money. New Wave Toys they have sent me review units in the past, but these are not that. These are ones that I'll pay for out of my own pocket. So just know that as a disclaimer that these aren't given to me. I'm paying for these. This is for my 100th episode.
Very gracious company. They helped give me stuff to give away during that Portland Retro Gaming Expo last year, doing the Give Kids World Village charity event, and that was really cool. Really cool, Glenn. great companies to work with, and quality products.
Do you have any New Wave toys, Garage Gamer?
Yeah, I have the Street Fighter and the Tempest.
Oh, cool.
But I think I dropped my Street Fighter
Oh,
and
no.
like the side broke off, and I ended up throwing it away.
Oh, that's a bummer.
That
That
thing's
Street
worth
Fighter's
like a
worth a
lot
lot of
now.
money. Yeah. That's the one they'll probably never do again
the
either.
one Oh, really? Because they can't get the license or something?
I think they want to make that like a one-time run on. Most of these, they just want to do them one time and never go back. So they're collectibles. And I think that's one. Who knows, though? They can do whatever they want. So that's just kind of a theory that they probably won't go back to that one. But who knows? They may. It's unfortunate you dropped it.
The really cool one I have is that company that makes them out of the UK that are a little bigger than
Quarter
I
arcades.
can't remember.
They're good too.
Yeah, I have the Polybius,
Mm-hmm.
and that one is amazing to look at.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, because that was never. Was
I
that
need to
even a
get
real
more of
arcade?
those.
It was it was all make believe, right?
It's like a secret conspiracy kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you got the
And
bird
Steps
time. That looks
disclaimer got that sent for review, right?
No, I didn't get that set for review. I won that on
Oh,
Chaotic.
you won it. You won it.
I won it on Chaotic BPR's subscriber, giveaway.
Oh, okay.
When he hit a huge goal,
Oh,
and
friends of the
I
back.
absolutely love it. It's great. Yeah, he is. I've actually been to his house when I drove through there about a year ago. I gave him a Bobby Sarah PC that Bobby Vu gave me. I gave it to him. Yeah, he's got a cool arcade in his house.
So just quick before we wrap up the stream on this note, like Mystery and Cutter talking about how the community can't get along anymore. I kind of sense that too. Seems like everybody's kind of gone their separate ways over the last 6 months. Not quite sure why it's been that way, but I hope we can get back to how it used to be with the basic fun cabinets coming later this year. I'd like everyone to try to make amends and, say their apologies and move on. And that's what I would like to do at least. I've reached out to the Cornercade even, and, publicly I'd like to apologize to the Cornercade for anything I may have said or criticized him for in the past. Definitely didn't want to come across that way. Didn't feel good about some of the things I did say about him at that time. So I've reached back out to him. I want to be friends with him again. I want to make sure that those things don't happen again in the future. Because really, we're only on this earth for a short period of time. We shouldn't be spending it bickering, fighting over stupid things. We should just be living life to the fullest. And that's how I want to go about things moving forward.
Sorry, Biggie D. I was going to ask Zoltar if he thought the community would get along. But it's good.
Biggie D. Thank you for saying that, and Jakes, and let's pick everyone up and not push them down. And I've almost fallen into that same trap too. So it's like you just gotta let's support. Get so much of a competition, and people make mistakes, and I've made mistakes. But it sucks when things get. And I don't want it to happen to other people, and to Cornercade too, and other people, and let's all support each other. We gotta fight each other. It's like you said, life is short. Let's all help each other.
Yeah, let's make it better for everyone. Better experience for anyone who's incoming into the community. Because if you guys remember when Arcade1Up was really big in their day, like a couple years ago, there were a lot of people joining the YouTube community and following this stuff. They'd never collected Arcade1Up before. Same thing is going to happen with Basic Fun. And I just would like those people, when they see our community or experience it for the first time, that everyone's working together, everyone's friendly, and they're not all divided like it seems like it's been lately. So I just hope we can change that and make things better for everyone.
Yeah, some of the things people argue about is ridiculous too. No, sorry, but it's true. You know,
At the end of the day, we got real life issues, and we shouldn't be coming here to add on to that. You know, this should be an outlet where we just have fun and enjoy our time, you know, outside of what we have to do with our day-to-day jobs and things.
All I said, P-dubs, all I said was cancel the man.
Oh, P-dubs made it. Good to see him.
the
Nah, I'm
mayor
just
is
kidding.
in the house. Good to see you, Mayor.
Yeah, good to see P-dubs in the chat.
Sorry.
And
My Wi-Fi sucks.
some faces we hadn't seen in a while. But all right, guys. Well, y'all tune in. Make sure to tune in next week because we're giving away these New Wave toys for free. You just got to be a part of the stream.
Saturday night.
Saturday night.
Not
Yeah.
the normal Sunday. It's
Not a
Saturday.
Sunday. We're probably going to do like spin the wheel. So it's all going to happen live where I'm going to just input everybody's name into the wheel and we'll pick winners live on air. So be ready to collect your prize next week after the stream. So.
Saturday, Saturday. There.
But y'all have a great week. Have a great Monday morning.
Subscribe to Steps Gaming.
Yes, definitely subscribe. I put Steps Gaming's
Subscribe
link.
to Garage Gamer.
And I put Garage Gamer's YouTube link in the description already. So you guys go check them out. Make sure to subscribe and support them. Great creators. And it's been a lot of fun hanging out with you guys tonight.
Thanks,
And
Steps.
I'll
Thanks,
see.
Big E.
Anybody want to say anything before we conclude?
Love everyone. Love your neighbor.
Garage Gamer, anything you want to say before we end the stream here?
Nah, congratulations on getting to 100 episodes. I know that's no small feat, and putting on one of these shows every week is, can be a challenge some weeks. And so keep it up.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's not always fun. You put a lot of work in behind the scenes to make a lot of this stuff happen. So I appreciate you pointing that out. And come celebrate next week, and we'll hit 100 and give away free stuff. So I'll see everyone in less than a week, in 6 days for that. And everyone have a great week. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye-bye.